Alright. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. As always, I hope everyone have an amazing day. 3 things I am thankful for. I am thankful for my life. I am thankful for the changes. And I'm thankful for the blessings. So those are 3. So I know I've been gone for like 5 days. Did I take an actual vacation? I've been in the same spot the whole time. So yeah, I did get some rest a little bit, but as always, I'm gonna document what goes on with me, so so I can have that information for myself as always. So before I get into that, I really hope everyone been having an amazing day and everything been going good. Before I get into that as well, I have just started back doing my affirmations. So like my I am gratefuls. So in my past couple of days, going through this process, I am, as always, getting more downloads and stuff. And I can hear more things. So when I hear things, it's like sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not good. It's like sometimes I can hear stuff that I don't want to hear. And it's something that it's like, how can I say, now it's not that I am hearing the things from my past, it's hearing other things, if that makes sense. So anyway, do I like that part? No. I don't want to hear what people feel about me, the negative parts. That's really what it is, because I'm in this house and I can hear certain thoughts and I can feel certain energies. And sometimes my energy end up letting me hear what's going on, even though I ain't requesting it, but it is what it is. So it's not a challenge, it's just been like, ugh, I don't want it. So in the past 5 days, there's some things that has happened, and I don't like it, but it is what it is. It's part of my journey and process. So, like I said, I've been getting more information about certain things. I learned some stuff. However, it's just, how can I say? I want to say this in a way. So, look, all right. Yes, like I always say, I know a lot. I know what I need to know when I need to know it. But I'm still, like, y'all have to bear with me at the same time. I'm in a new point in my life where all I know is, like, all my life, all I know is chaos for the most part. And now I'm at a point where peace is in my life. And I'm stepping into, like, a new foundation. So what that process is, you know how, like, that too good to be true type vibe? It's like, is this real? Because, all you hear, like, all you used to is negativity and people being hateful, people being mean and this and that. And then when you finally get in that energy where you're happy, at peace, it's like when you walk away from a certain person, or you graduate from something, or, you moving out on your own, or, you accomplish something and you're not used to that energy, and now you finally receive it, and it's like, is this real? Is this really real? So I don't want y'all to think that I ain't no different than y'all. Like, in this journey, I'm at a new point in my life where, do I still go through experiences like y'all? Yeah. I'm protected, though, in a way where I still go through things, but the reason I'm protected is the stuff that used to hurt me can't hurt me anymore, because I know better. Because I understand, because I've been through so much. So now I know how to handle situations. Something that would broken me, had me balled up in the corner crying or stressing out all day. Excuse me. Now if that situation happens, it's like, oh, I know what to do now. Like, I ain't gonna let that bother me. It is what it is. Do I still feel a little way? Yeah, I'm having a normal reaction. However, am I going to spaz out, act out, or anything? No. But I'm at a point where I'm not the shy girl no more. I am. Don't get me wrong. I still get my shy moments. because I'm to myself. However, I stand up for myself now compared to years ago. Years ago when things happened, it was more so, I don't want to make people mad. I don't want to do that. I don't want to make someone feel some type of way. Like, I'm going to just let them get away with it, excuse me, or whatever. And then sometimes it's only me against them. It's a bunch of people and I'm by myself. So it's like, me standing up ain't gonna do nothing, because it's like there's a bunch of y'all. And so a lot of times I had to weigh out my options. But because of that, I learned a lot of things about laws and the different things and in the world. And because of that, now I know how to stand up for myself, where you can't use me anymore. You can't bully me anymore. So I got bullied this weekend. Alright? I know. It's like, what? If they only knew. So, a part of me don't want to talk about it, but I need to, because this is part of my journey. And what goes on with me is a helping to others, because there's people that go through what I go through. Okay? So, after I did my last video, probably, it was Friday. So, probably Wednesday, my son, my youngest, got a message from the father in reality form, and he stated that he was going to pick up my son this weekend. At the time, I said, okay. So just let y'all know, anytime he say he going to do something, I never get an attitude. Even though he talks at me. He don't say, hey. He don't say, can I? He just said, I'm going to do it. I'm picking him up. Don't say, are you doing anything? Are you busy? None of that. He just demands to tell me what he's going to do. And in my situation, I could be mad about it, but I'm like, I ain't doing nothing. So I just ignore the demand and still let my son do what he need to do. So just let y'all know, whenever he wants to talk to him, I let him talk to him. I don't stop and I don't say, like, they FaceTime or play the video game. And I don't stop nothing. If he want to call him, I let him call him still. Despite what goes on, I let him call him. I don't sit back and say, baby, you can't talk to these people or nothing. Because for me, I try to keep those lines separate. Even though I know what's going on spiritually, I try to remember he's still reality at the same time. Okay, so I try my best to be understanding of the reality world. Even though spiritually, I know what's up. Because he's a child, and I try not to force things onto my kids. I try to tell them and explain, but I try not to force. Because when you force things, they still ain't going to understand. So I let them see things for themselves. So he always, whenever he want to communicate, he communicate. Whenever he calls, I let him answer. I don't stop nothing. I don't demand nothing. I don't say nothing. Nothing. And by the way, he's a truck driver, a long-distance truck driver. So I already know how the schedule works. So out of nowhere, he wants to pick him up this weekend. But it's a setup. I know it's a setup. Reason why it's a setup is because I'm not talking to these two that is here. So what has happened is, she don't think I know her game plan. She went and talked to them, because I'm going to say like this. He's a long distance truck driver. If he wanted to, we have a paper mill that's down the street. If he wants to, he can always get a load here in town, pick them up, play with them on his truck or whatever, and bring them back. However, or just pick them up and get them if he wanted to on the weekends. He haven't done that in a long time. The last time he left was during the summertime. He goes with them for a week during the summer. I don't have a problem. But out of nowhere, he decided, I'm going to come pick him up. Cool. But what it is she don't like the fact that I told my son not to talk to her or the other man that's here. And I had to do that because I don't deal with fake love. And I'm not going to have my son to pretend, and I'm not going to allow anybody to pretend. My thing is this. I don't want my child or kids to sit back and receive fake love from anybody. If you're going to show love all the time. Don't show it when you need it. Okay? And I try to show my son now because I don't want him to grow up 18, 20 years, 30 years down the lane and find out these people was fake the whole time. That would hurt more because that means I knew they was being fake and I didn't stop it. So I had to shut it down. But because she's having a tantrum and she's not getting what she wants, and she knows she can't say too much to me, she went to these people and said something to them. That's why they came. That's why he wanted to pick them up. Because she's trying to demand me to talk to them. Because my son is spiritual. And if they can't talk to me, they're trying to get through him. I already know what's going on. But I played along. I just sit back and I was like, I don't care. I'm not going to stress it. So that morning, that Friday morning at 2 o'clock in the morning, I sent a text message at 2 o'clock in the morning and say, hey, not today. You can't pick them up. But I also gave him a notification and say, hey, there's a federal investigation going on right now and your phone been tapped. Then I have to provide that information. But I'm trying to be honest. You know, I'm being honest and letting them know, hey, this is going down. Do you really want it? But I ain't say all that. I just said, you can't get them this weekend. There's a federal investigation and your phone been tapped. 2 o'clock. He saw the message. Didn't respond. Now, this is the thing. My son loves ribs, right? He loves ribs. It was funny to me because she don't like to cook. She decided she's going to put ribs out because she needed to prove that if he does go with them, she need to prove that I don't allow him to talk to her. So she's going to put the ribs out so she can try to sit back and say, oh, Kobe, I was going to cook your favorite meal today. I know how this operates. But it wouldn't work that way because I already sent him a message. So at 2 o'clock in the morning, I sent a message. He saw it. Now, let me let you know this. Out of the 8 years this child been around him or communicate, I never said no to him. Never said no when it came to my son Kobe. Never said no. This will be the first time I ever say no and keep it going. Around 4 o'clock that afternoon, what do I see? Him and his pastor mother pull up. They pull up at around 4. Him and his mom pull up, and she's a pastor. Yeah, she's a pastor. Now, just to let you know, I already know how this operated before. They never had a problem with anybody else doing this, and they have had people to do this to him multiple times and never had a problem. Guess what, y'all? He comes, the lady here that I used to call mom, opened the door for him. My son is crying, but I already told him what was happening. I told him the situation and he was calm and cool. When he heard his dad, heard this man's voice, he cried just like a normal child would because I already told him what was going on. But the thing is, I called everything out before he got here. So when he got here, he got to see it for himself that I was right. That they was playing mind games. That they didn't care. And I told him, I said, all they want to do is get me put in a mental institute and locked up. I told him that. That's all they wanted. Guess what, y'all? They called the police on me. 3 police cars rolled up on me. Yes, 3. Police cars rolled up because I said no one time. And the thing about it is, he never done this to anybody else. Your mother is a pastor. Y'all been down this road plenty of times with your other child. And y'all was cool with it. But I get the police call after saying no one time. Now, I was a little frustrated, but, I told him, I said, y'all playing into this little thing y'all doing. But see, she's trying to get me locked up because it's all about the money. She needs me to look crazy. And it's cool. I get it. I understand. You screwed up. But I was like, how dumb can y'all be? Y'all just prove y'all all connected to each other. But it's cool. Police officer come knocking on my door because he can't open my door. She can't open my door unless I say come in. So police officer knock on the door. I say you can open it. I'm on the bed with my son. And I explained to him. I said I told him, he's like, so why you not allowing him? I told him no one time and this is what I'm going through. I explained. I said first off, he got RIL. He sexually assaulted my daughter. So technically he don't have no custody papers over my child Unless he has custody papers, then maybe we have something to talk about. But you telling me I'm going through all of this just to say no one time. Don't that sound kind of strange to you? Police officer looked. He said, okay. Walked out and talked to them. And talked to the other police officers. They over there talking. Him, his mother, and her. The one I used to call mom outside, they talking. Why is the pastor giving the mother a hug off of me saying no one time? Yeah. And I said, okay, cool, bet. But I'm not mad because I already knew what was up. They was trying to set me up. They was trying to get me locked up. Because they need me to look like I'm mentally unstable. And once that situation happened, it made me notice more about her as a pastor. And it let me know, like, I try my best to not say things, But it let me know that it confirmed how she used to talk to me. And how she pretended this nice act, this nice role. But she was part of the whole situation the whole time. Because if you wasn't, when your son tried to call the police on me, you would have told him, no, don't do it. You would have stopped him and said, no, it's okay. She said no. You didn't do that. You sat there and I watched. And then it make a big fuss about it. So that let me know you was a part of it. And it is what it is. But my son, he's amazing. We went through this process. We talked it out. And he saw what was going on. And I told him, you don't deserve fake love from anyone. Even if it's your parents. Even if it's your grandparents. Because at the same time, this same woman used to call to check on him. She even stopped checking on him. She don't call. She don't say nothing. She don't text or nothing. I'm going to tell y'all right now, as parents, grandparents, you don't sit back and pretend that you care when it's convenient for you. If you care, show that you care. Show that you love them. Show that you want to be a part of their lives. These are not no little piece of candy. You just go in the store and get the candy when you want it. Because you need something sweet. I don't have time for fake love around me. I don't have time for fake people. You don't sit back and use people just when it's convenient for you, just so you can say, I'm a good parent. No. To be a good parent, you need to be there. You need to communicate. You need to call, are you good? Are you okay? And these things. It's not just a once in a blue moon type thing. And then when they get to the point in their life that becomes successful, now you want to be in their life the whole time. That's not how it's going to go. Okay? It's not. I don't play those games. My thing is this. It's like for me and my oldest two, I want to be able to spend time with them and stuff, but it's a lot going on. And it hurts me as a parent that want to be in my kid's life, and I can't even be there like I want to because I have to go through this process, which is about to be over with. However, for people in the world, family is hard to come by. It is. And if you have them, treat them with the utmost respect. Don't sit back and be around because you're looking for some money to roll in your pockets. Don't do it because you hope that you can take away from them what you wish you could do for yourselves. So, this is the process, because the thing about it is, just do what's right. Okay? Just do what's right. My son is okay. He already knows what's going on. But not every child in the world really know how this situation operates. Fellas, there's a lot of amazing women out here that go through the same thing that I go through. And we try to make it easy for y'all as possible to be around these kids, spend time with these kids. Now, you could be out here with one of these females that give you a hard time, harass you on your back, fussing at you, yelling at the family, disrespecting you, all of that. But then you got ones that's out here like me that just want peace. Don't destroy peace for a disaster. Do you understand me? Because these kids' lives matter just like your lives matter. And you have to remember what you put out in the world eventually will come back on you. Don't sit back and think just because you got a deep voice and think that, oh, this person by themselves that you can get over. Nah. Energy is energy. You got to remember one thing about it. You might could be walking today, but you can be limping tomorrow. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.